thanks for joining me again. Today's video is all about the furniture ply and building the cupboards. The last video that we did was how to build the jigs to cut out these doors. So if you haven't seen that one, that's a must. You must go and have a quick look at that just so you can see what you have to do with the jigs. Today we're going to be getting on and cutting the doors out and fitting all this lot to the van. So exciting stuff. Now I must put a big thank you out to Morland Furniture Ply. They are the premium supplier of furniture ply in the UK. I sent them a little message just to say, would you like to get involved, get on board with the project? And they said yes. Fantastic. You know, it really was unbelievable. So yeah, massive thank you to them. And they've supplied me with this furniture ply, which is, you know, it's about £600, which has saved us a load of money, and it looks absolutely fantastic, as you can see. So let's crack on with the video. Let's get building. Well, today's the day. We've got the shiny worktops here and the sides and the door fascias and everything all ready to go in the van. Got my dad here and my mum. Dad's a good chippy, so he's going to be helping us out, doing all the hard stuff, and I'm just going to watch. Not really, let's crack on. So we get into the van there. This is one of the jigs that we've made for this first cupboard. So we've got the small door there that's taped up, and then there's going to be a bigger one next to it. So we've got to get stuck into cutting this to size. We're going to use our little mini circular saw there. Let Dad do the chopping while I hold the hoover, you know, important jobs and all that. You got it. Yeah. So we've got that to the right size. Now we can clamp up our little jig. And we can use this to router out the small door first. So here we go with the router. It's got the little 6mm cutter in it. Not too sure how long this cutter's going to last. It's trial and error, we shall see. We'll just start chopping through, and hopefully not chopping through the wire, because the wire's looking a bit close to the cutter there, but hey-ho, he's an experienced routerist. He's not fussed about the wire, look. I'm more bothered about that than he is. But you slowly work your way around this jig, little bit at a time, steady, slowly. You sort of go down in a couple of stages. That's why battery powered tools are great, because you don't have this problem with the wire getting in the way, getting caught up. But as you can see, that's real time speed, nice and slow, and then this is speeded up. And it's just a case of working around and cutting out these doors out of this beautiful furniture ply from Morland. Like I say, it is beautiful. 9 ply, nice and strong, lovely gloss finish to it. And that's the door outlook. That's the first one there. So then we just do the same thing again. We've got another jig next to it now, and we just work our way around, routering that out. And this is much the same for the rest of all the cupboards. You're just going to keep chopping them out where you want them, put the jig where you want it, and just cut it out. Simple as that. Where's your pencil, Dad? Where's your pencil? Nice and clean.
You had it last.
Oh no.
You had it last.
Who had it?
I'm blaming you for this one. I got. I've got the knife. You putting it on your ears. No, we don't have it. Behind the ears.
A bit of banter.
I've done that for years.
Things you do, lose your pencil, right? It's usually behind his ear. He always used to have it behind his ear. And then you're just going to get a bit of sandpaper there on a block and just clean up that edge. Just run it round there, just make it nice and smooth.
We're getting there. Put 3 holes, 3 out of 11. Yeah. Are you ready?
Oh, here we go.
Oh no. Oh God. What do you think?
Beautiful.
That looks good, hasn't it? Looks okay. You happy with that? That's all, as long as you're happy. Yeah. As long as you're happy, that's what I'm worried about.
So we've gone through the first cutter in the router. 5 doors is what we managed to cut out before it's got too blunt really to do a clean cut. So new cutter is now in the router, ready to go again. I have to say, this Morland 15mm furniture ply is absolutely delightful. Really, really good quality, really nice to work with. I'll put links in the description leading to this stuff. But yeah, it's making a wonderful job. Cupboards are looking really nice. So let's get back to the cutting. We're on another sheet now. It's took 3 sheets of this furniture ply for all the cuts on the van. And again, this one's a bigger one. This is the long one with all the doors in it. So we're just going to cut that down to size. Oh. And away he goes, doing a great job, look. He's got a steady hand. I'm just a lugger. And we'll move these jigs, get them exactly where we want them, cut the doors out, and just slowly work his way along, one at a time. Beautiful.
Mrs. come in again to get covered with dust.
She's going to go in my bed in a bit.
Oh yeah.
The bed
Yeah.
full of bloody dust.
Oh, I'll tell you what. A dusty dog in the bed, just what you've always wanted.
There we go, all the holes cut. We'll get this last piece into the van and check it out for size.
So we slide these into place, and we've got some holes in that box section, the aluminium that I've fitted to the van, and then we just pop screws through from the back, so it's all hidden.
That's all right.
That's gorgeous. All butted up, absolutely perfect. Looking really nice.
I'm glad you like it. So a great day yesterday. We managed to get all the black gloss Morland board here, all well routed down. We've got the holes in for the cupboard doors. So now it's just about finishing off these trims. We've got the cutter, which is a 2mm cutter that's going to have to put a lip all the way around the insides of these. So we've got those in the trimmer, and yeah, let's whiz these out. Going to have to do the same with the doors. Got the two different trims to fit. So this is the trimmer tool, and you can see there it's got the 2mm cutter in it. That will sit along the edge of the board, whiz along and cut the groove out, which is then what we put the T trim in, which is this thing here. It's got little fish hook grooves on it. That sits inside the groove that we're going to put down there. Let's just whiz one off and show you what I mean.
So we'll get it started, and we're going to go nice and slowly. And as you just move the trim tool along there, it cuts that 2mm groove out straight down the centre of that ply. See that beautiful groove all the way down the middle. You obviously set the tool up to get the height right. Just slowly work your way along. It's as easy as that.
So you can see there we've got a nice groove all the way down. The T trim then will fit straight into that groove. And gives a really clean, nice finish. What do you reckon? Should we do them? Bang all these doors off, get the trims on. We've got the door closures are using this funny shaped thing here. And what that does, it sits in, and then the door comes in and closes onto the face. So it all fits, no wastage. It's brilliant. Great design. Right, there goes the first one.
So we'll get that on the work table, we'll clamp it down so it doesn't move about while we're just trimming it off, and we'll do one side at a time. We'll cut this first face, then we'll unclamp it, turn it around, do the next one, and just keep repeating. 11 of these doors to go. We're going to be here a while. It soon whizzes through them though.
Wonderful. Now we've got a nice lip all the way around that, ready for the trim to go in. Because this is the door, it's going to need this trim there, which is going to sit in it that way, like that. And then the door will close, and you'll see that from the front.
We just need to finish these edges off, sand them back, just make sure that the ply on the edges is nice and smooth.
You can see when the cutter was getting blunt, it was starting to rip up this edge. But we can just sand that back.
It don't take long, especially when you're on warp speed. We've got all these doors to go, so let's clamp another one in and just repeat the same process.
in all the excitement to getting it done, I've only got to put my joggers on back to front. Oh, crisscross, I'm making jump. Oh, I better change them and I. Right, time to trim these up. So what we've got here, we've got the door, we've got its groove in it. We've got the trim. This is that funny shape one. So we're working upside down. So we need to get this trimmed out. We find the centre, which is about there. And then we just tap that in. Now when we get to the corners, we need the heat gun because this is quite stiff. It's pretty tight. We just warm it up slightly. Not too much, don't want to melt it, but we need to just get it a bit more flexible. And then that will now work round. Turning the door as we go. Now we're back on this straight edge again and we can just whack that in all the way down. I've still got the protective layer on this which will peel off right at the final thing we'll do is take these protective films off. It's going to be a little bit tricky because these trims are on, but I'm sure we'll be able to manage. But I don't want to risk scratching them up while we're faffing about. Right, now we're down to the bend on the top. So once again, get the heat gun on it. And then we can bend that round. We can always just have a look on the other side just to make sure that everything is good, which is nice. And then to finish off, we just need to measure up with some cutters, measure up where the crossover is, which is just there, and then bring the cutters in and just nip it off. And then just finish it off into place. A little bit of a tiny bit of overhang there. Yeah, that's nice. There we go, another door done. And the process just keeps on going. Just repeat. It's a bit tedious, I have to say, when there's so many to do. But it's quite pleasing to put this trim on and make them look nice. So then we've got the frames now for the doors. We've just got to do the same thing again. Put an edge all the way around, 2mm little groove. So let's go with that one. There we go, it's got a nice nice lip all the way around the inside of this. Again, we need top and the bottom, so we've got the bottom here, that's where we want the little joints. Beautiful. Another one done. And then we've got the big one.
Now, when you're putting this on, be careful that you don't drop it through the gaps.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, it's not looking good, this ain't. Oh,
Oh, disaster. Disaster. Don't do that. I've got one there. I've got one in there. And one across there. Something like that. So I can do. What do you reckon?
you're a faffo. Now I'm going to peel off the plastic film on these fascias. That would be really difficult once we've put it on. And this is the back side, so this is going to go towards the metalwork. So obviously I wouldn't be able to get that off if I did it afterwards.
Oh, right, next stage in the project. I've been on to a company who were these clear cut camper van design conversions in Barnstable in Devon. They've sent me a bag full of stuff through. The trims and the hinges, I've got 11 doors for the trims, hinges and everything, about 180 quid. But the stuff looks quite nice. The little button press fixings there for the latches. We've got hinges here like this that sit around the edge of the doors. So all I've done is just cut a piece of wood 20 centimeters, because that's the height that I want from the top and the bottom to the hinges. So I can just jig this up, put that there, slide the hinge in, do the same with the top, from the top down. These hinges are sided, they're both there's like an up and a down hinge. And then we can just get that in now up to his jig with that there like that, and push that in. Then we know every single one of them is going to be in the right place when we screw it up. I've not fastened these back yet. These are all still loose, just been G-clamped in to position. Once these are all in the right, we'll mark it, screw it, and then we'll put all the doors on the bench. We'll get it all on the bench with everything flat, and then we can line everything up, screw it all together. Then we'll put the inner trims in. Morland, they supply and build loads of different interiors for camper vans. They supply just raw materials. They've got all the edges, they've got pre-built stuff. It's just unbelievable. If you go to their website, I'll put a link in the description and you can check out all their fantastic products. If you're thinking of building a camper van,
definitely go and have a look and check out their products, because they are beautiful and lovely, really well made. They've got a fantastic reputation. Right then, so we've got an end trim to run down there. This is the T trim. You can see it's sided. It's got a little lip on this side and no lip on that side.
So let's get to it. Get some of this trim bashed on. We'll have the lip on the shiny side.
Right, and now the door's got to go in. So that's obviously going to sit in here, and we want it to open up that way. So hinges are going to go on this side. Got my little lock up there for the 20mm. Sorry, for 20 centimetres from the bottom to the just there like that, and then the same with the top one, from the top to the hinge. So like that. I just need some screws through there. Can whack them straight in there.
Wibbly wobbly, on my word. You've been on the pop. Beautiful.
These are 3.5 by 2.5 screws. Nice. Now it goes hinges on, we can trim this one up.
Much the same as doing the doors, except obviously this is on the inside. We just tap it round. Don't need to heat this one up, it's quite flexible. And we're just going from the hinge to the hinge and then fill the gap in the middle.
Right, now we can attempt to get the door in the hole, see if it fits. Whew, moment of truth. Drop them hinges down. Take this film off the inside as well while we're at it.
So just to make life easier and save having to rip that from around those hinges.
Okay, let's screw this up then and see if we can get this door in. Let's go with that one first then.
This is when you're so pleased you got the electric screwdriver. Just make light work of putting screws in when you've got so many to do. I mean, the scratches on there, not a problem, because that has still got the film on it, so we're not too fussy about that side. But there you go, opens good as gold, look. Like a dream. All we need to now is get some handles on there. So we'll pop a hole through. Got the hole cutter there. We can just whiz that straight through. We'll do 3/4 of the way through from that side, and then we'll just finish it off from the back, just so we got a really clean cut on both sides, front and back. Just make sure that's clean inside, and away we go. Just finish that off with a bit of a twizzle. Look, beautiful. Then just got the little surround that we can pop in there. It's a perfect fit, and that just pushes through and holds it all in place. It's got little fish-hook teeth on it, so once you've actually pressed it right in, it shouldn't be coming back out again. But I will just try and pull the film off from just round that. Just try and get it off, just a little bit of it. So we've still got protection on door, but obviously if I press that in, it's going to be a bit of a pain because it's got a lip on it. We can get the latch then and put that into place, and then we'll just screw that and fix it in position. We just need to cut away this rubber trim so we can attach the metal bit, and that will just screw in as well. We'll just get the knife, we'll cut where it needs to be. Gently as she goes, we don't want to go too far into the wood. We're just literally cutting through the plastic, and then we can just slice down lengthways, and it will come out beautiful, and leaving the little piece still in the groove, which will give us something really nice to screw into as well. Almost acting like a little wall plug. Just get that little wiggle, away she goes. Right, we can take the latch, we can put that through. We'll screw the knob on the end of it. We can then fasten the metal bit there, put some screws through that one as well, and then piece it all together. And then repeat over and over and over again until you've got every single one of the 11 doors done. So my hole saw, I'm using 20mm Bosch cutter. The distance, if you want to come from the edge of the outer trim, there is 35mm, and I'm going 20mm and 20 centimeters down, 200mm from the top face. That's where I'm going with that. Again, from the edge of the wood, it's 25. And now I can just finish those off from the back. As always, I'll put links in the description for the latches, the adapters, the hole cutter, everything. So just check the description for all the tools, links will be there. This is one bit of kit that's been an absolute godsend, and it's this little gadget here. It's the Milwaukee right angle. Goes into your impact or a drill. Impact is ideal because it's got a lock in there. So I've got my little impact here. For those tight to get little spaces, I need to be drilling a hole in this bottom rail going that way. As you can see, that's too high, it's all off cank. This little gadget though allows me to get in flush to the floor and put a perfect hole through. Also, I can do it from the back if I needed to, and that really tight. It's amazing for your plumber or anything where you've got like really tight spaces. That is an absolute, well, lifesaver. And these little drill attachments come in the kit with it. They're just brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So like on here, I want to drill through from the back. I can actually get my part in there, look, and actually pop a hole through. Straight through there, how good's that? It's amazing. I can do it from the front as well. Go for about there, I think. Straight for aluminium. Box section would be great for wood. You can pop screwdriver bits in there and do them tight screws up as well. In all those little niggly areas where you just can't get out. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's really coming on now. It's looking more like a coffee van. Beautiful. Whoa, look at that. Oh, what a delight. What an absolute delight. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with that. That looks $1 million, doesn't it? So that is pretty much all the cupboards done. We've just got to put some screws through the back now just to fasten them to the aluminium. Worktops on next. And once again, a massive thank you to Morland for helping me out with the furniture ply. Yeah, amazing, really good quality. It's beautiful. Everything has gone to plan with that. It's been a delight to work with. And also I need to have a quick shout out to Vex Gold over in Thurmaston. James down there really sorted me out, so appreciate everything you've done for us as well. What a cracking bit of kit. It's looking really good. Can't wait to get the worktops in. If you enjoyed this one, drop me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.